Sanjaya uvacha evamuktva rishikesham gudakeshah parantapah nayotsya iti govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. Sanjay said, having spoken thus, Arjun, chastiser of the enemies, told Krishna, Govind, I shall not fight, and fell silent. Purport: Dhritarashtra must have been very glad to understand that Arjun was not going to fight and was instead leaving the battlefield for the begging profession. But Sanjay disappointed him again in relating that Arjun was competent to kill his enemies. Parantapaha. Although Arjun was, for the time being, overwhelmed with false grief due to family affection, he surrendered unto Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, as a disciple. This indicated that he would soon be free from the false lamentation resulting from family affection and would be enlightened with perfect knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness and would then surely fight. Thus, Dhritarashtra's joy would be frustrated since Arjun would be enlightened by Krishna and would fight to the end. So, nayatsya iti govindam. Arjun said, O Govinda, I shall not fight. And he fell silent. Yeah, when we are in grief, it's so difficult. We feel that no, I can't do it. It's enough. It's done. Now no more. No more, I can't fight. Many people, they say, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, gone is gone. No, now I'm not going to do. But Arjun is not like that. Arjun is ready to listen to Krishna, what Krishna has to say. Arjun already said it in 7th verse that कार्पण्य दोषोपहता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वाम धर्म सम्मूढ़ चेता यश्रेयशान्नि शिताम ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते हम शादिमाम त्वाम प्रपन्नम. He said, I'm ready to become your disciple, you become my teacher and teach me, tell me what is good, what is bad, give me the real knowledge. I want that real knowledge. Without that knowledge, I can't be happy. So Arjun is ready to hear. But in other circumstances, in the life of people, they get fed up with something, they get confused, and then they say, no more, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. And they are so sticky, they stick with their own idea, and then they go on suffering. They go on suffering. Days after days, months after months, years after years. Because of their ego, they stick to their own decision, which is taken on the level of false ego, and that decision is taken in the ignorance. And people become attached to their ignorance, they are attached to their decision which is taken in the ignorance, and they go on suffering. So Arjun is very special personality. Arjun knows that he is in ignorance. Arjun knows that this is because of his misunderstanding, and that's why he's telling Krishna, you become my spiritual master and give me the real knowledge. But when people of modern time, when they get confused or when they get frustrated, terrified, troubled, they take their own decision. And when superiors, knowledgeable people guide them, they are not ready to accept their guidance. They are not ready to listen to them because they have their own decision and they don't want to change. By changing, they feel that their ego gets hurted. So just to protect their ego, they go on suffering. So here Arjun doesn't have any ego. Arjun doesn't have any his own ideas now. He has given up his ideas. He is ready to surrender. He has already surrendered. From his side, he doesn't want to fight. But before that, he is saying that, you become my teacher and guide me. So if somebody is ready to hear, then there is hope of some changes. Then there is hope that person can become happy, or he can bring some changes in the life and become successful. But if somebody is strict and stick with his own decision, then he becomes qualified to suffer. Duryodhana was not ready to listen to anyone, not even Krishna. Krishna showed him his universal form, but still Duryodhana wasn't ready to accept. In fact, Duryodhana wanted to bind Krishna. Binding Krishna was impossible. Nobody can bind Krishna. Not even unlimited sky can stop the activities of Krishna or can control the activities of Krishna. Nobody can do that. And Duryodhana was such a proud, stupid fellow that he wanted to bind Krishna. So, there is one saying in Hindi, I don't remember exactly in Hindi now, but I can just tell you the translation of that saying, that when one gets deluded, then he loses his intelligence and he doesn't understand what is good for him. And in that foolishness, he goes on doing all wrong things. Again and again, he repeats the wrong things and he goes on repeating wrong things, and then he becomes qualified to suffer. So we should not close our heart. We should keep the open. We should keep the windows, doors of our heart open, and we should be ready to accept the suggestions. If we accept the suggestion, if you think properly, especially if we think according to the scriptures, if we think about what Krishna is saying positively, and if we are ready to change ourselves according to Krishna, then really we will not suffer in this world. So we should keep our mind open, intelligence open. Arjuna is keeping that, but I saw many people, they just close their windows and doors of the mind. And they say, no, that is bad, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to live like this. And just they become qualified to go to hell. They suffer and they cause suffering to others, and they cause suffering to society. They bring bad examples to society, so many things. So we should learn here from Arjuna. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.